Hello, everybody. Today, Chelsea and I are going to talk about how to get Walking with Moms in Need started at your parish. Before we go in too deep about how to get started and hit the ground running, let's talk a little bit about what Walking with Moms in Need is for those of you who may not be as familiar with it. Well, Walking with Moms in Need is the primary needs the Catholic Church in the United States is working to increase support and outreach to pregnant and parenting women in their communities. It is a nationwide effort, so it's happening all across the country, but it's primarily a parish-based process of prayer, discernment, preparation, and services so that they can get ready to welcome vulnerable pregnant and parenting women right where they are. Walking with Moms in Need provides a framework for parishes to learn what help is available for moms in need, to identify types of support that might be missing in the community, but also to determine how the parish can ultimately be part of strengthening that local support network. And so they can really, again, be the hands and feet of Christ. Now, Chelsea, can you explain a little bit about what the Walking with Moms in Need process looks like for parishes?
Absolutely, Kat. Thanks for that great intro. So while there are a lot of pieces to the Walking with Moms in Need program and an abundance of resources, it really does come down to three simple steps that we're asking parishes to complete. So first off, we want parishes to inventory their local resources and services to see what's already available in their communities that they can take advantage of and use to help moms who might come to their parish. Second, they want to assess those results of that inventory and to identify any gaps. As parishes go through and complete that inventory process, they're going to see what's out there, but they're also going to come across things that might be missing. And so anything that's left blank in that parish inventory process is a potential gap that may need to be filled. And then third, parishes are going to take the results of that inventory of their assessment of the gaps they've identified, and then plan and implement a parish response to those results. So they're going to look at what's missing and maybe see what they could help fill, what bridge that they can maybe make or the bridge that they can create to fill those gaps. And the good news is that we've actually created all the resources and tools that a parish will need to complete these steps. So these resources are available to download from our website for free at walkingwithmomsinneed.com/parish-resources. And so we've really tried to think of everything that you'll need to do this and do as much of that heavy lifting as possible. So all the resources that we provide are really meant to equip and empower you to go out and to do this in your parish. You're also encouraged to adjust and to adapt these resources as needed, really to meet your local circumstances and the local needs of your parish. We know that every parish is really going to be the expert on their area, and every parish and every diocese are really very unique. And so that's why you're going to be this expert on your community as you go out and put these resources to use. Now, and since we're talking about how to get started today, I do want to direct everyone's attention to one key resources, which is going to be that parish action guide. It's broken up into 5 phases. So once again, you can go through this gradually, step by step. It's intended and envisioned to be a year-long process, although you can make that timeline shorter or longer as needed. And once again, the parish action guide is going to have absolutely everything you need to implement Walking with Moms in Need. And so once again, it's going to walk you through how to do this step by step. The parish action guide is going to include everything from sample timelines to sample meeting agendas, homily notes, intercessions that you can use in your parish to pray for moms in your community, sample announcements, email templates, sign-up sheets, and more. So it really does have everything you need to make this as easy as possible. And you're going to be guided by best practices and tips and suggestions all throughout the action guide.
So, Chelsea, now that we know a little bit about Walking with Moms in Need and the resources that are available, if someone's interested in bringing Walking with Moms to their parish, what steps should they take?
Absolutely, great question. So to start with, we would encourage you to familiarize yourself with the Walking with Moms in Need program and the resources. So this is a great way to get started. But go ahead and look at those resources. Look at the parish action guide, look at the parish inventory, skim through those, get a good sense of what Walking with Moms in Need is all about, what it is and what it isn't. Another great way to do this is to look at our webinar recordings that are available on our website. They'll be really helpful in providing a more thorough explanation of Walking with Moms and detailing all the different steps that you'll need to go through. So those are great resources. Next, after you've kind of gotten a sense of what this looks like, of what Walking with Moms in Need is all about, then we would encourage you to contact your diocesan director. Once again, Walking with Moms in Need is a national effort, but it's really implemented at that local level. So your local diocese is going to be able to give you the best guidance for your specific area. They're also going to be a great support to you, a wealth of information on the resources available in your local area. They'll be able to tell you about other parishes that might be participating, different efforts. So they're a great place to start to talk to when you're thinking about getting this started, to know who else is doing this in your area, what resources the diocese is already aware of, and what types of support they can give you. After you've done those two things, next comes the important step of talking to your pastor. So once again, Walking with Moms in Need, it's a nationwide effort, but we need your pastor to give you permission to bring this to your local parish. So to prepare for talking to him, that's why it's good to have reviewed the resources, have a good idea of what Walking with Moms in Need is, and to have to talk to your diocese so you can also let him know what else might be going on in the diocese and the support that they're going to provide. We have lots of other resources specifically on how to talk to your pastor. So I encourage you to look for those, but go ahead and ask for that meeting to really, once again, explain the mission of Walking with Moms in Need to him and let him know that you would like to be part of bringing this to your parish and volunteer your time and your service. And now, hopefully that conversation goes really well. And once you get your pastor's permission and approval, then you're really, once again, you're just going to follow the steps that are laid out in that parish action guide, starting with phase 1. So you're just going to dive in and it's going to guide you through all those processes and all the steps that you'll need to complete.
Thank you, Chelsea.